Hello, this is Chain 344, a knitting, crochet, and spinning podcast. I am Kait.
And I'm Carolyn.
And this is episode number 5, I believe.
Which I just realized is awesome, because
Yeah.
it's May 5th, 5/5, episode 5.
Whoa. We didn't even plan that. We didn't wind up recording yesterday, which was May the 4th, which is Star Wars holiday.
Yes.
Not due to Star Wars, but due to random life things happening in the morning, which we normally would have recorded.
Yeah. It was because of Star Wars.
It seems like it has worked out numerically in our favor.
Alright.
So this is our first, mini milestone episode, I suppose.
Sure. Most of society is based on counting by 5s, so yeah.
Yeah. We'll roll with it. So, yay, flagstone, or not flagstone, what's the word?
Milestone?
Milestone, yeah.
Ship.
I just said it a second ago.
Shipstone.
Right, anyway.
It's not Monday. We can't say it's Monday.
No. God, it's Tuesday. No, this is just my life. All right. So, but today we get to draw for our giveaway.
Yeah.
We locked the thread on the 30th, and we waited to draw until today. So, yeah. So, let's see. Got my phone.
It's for the color changey yarn.
Oh, yes. I have all of that here.
Oh, look at you.
There's our fancy schmancy podcast swag and the abracadabra yarn.
Bam.
And so, whoever wins this will need to send me their address. So, okay, oops. Here's the random number generator. We have 2 through 11, which is how many posts we had. So, post number 2 is who wins.
Whoa!
Which is...
Let's look
that up right quick.
Oh, I'm so excited. Who is it? Who is it?
Post number 2 is SeeFaith224.
Woohoo!
Yes. So, send me, PM me on Ravelry, your address, and I will send that to you, and I hope you like it.
Yeah, we want to see pictures of what you do with your color changing
Yes,
stuff.
please post pictures.
Yeah. Super post. Oh, good job, Ernest. He turned the Xbox on. He knows how to do it now. I gave him the controller to play with. It's fine, it's not going to do anything.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Anyways.
Alright, so SeeFaith224. Let me write that down.
Winner!
You are winner, chicken dinner. Send me your address, and we will get that over to you.
Yeah, I can't turn it off from here.
The next thing that we have to talk about is the Minnesota along.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have finished my project for this, and I didn't mean to. I wanted to drag it out until the end of May so that I could be doing it with everybody, but it was a really simple hat to work on, so it was good to, TV knit and take to work and put a few stitches in every now and then and stuff like that. So I finished it.
Oops. Good news, I haven't started. So if you want to craft along with Carolyn, wait till the 29th when I'll be crying at midnight starting my project.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
So I guess I'll wait to show mine off until the FOs
Yeah.
segment. Sure. Okay. So join the Minnesota along. You can really pick any pattern you want, but you have to link it back to Minnesota somehow.
Yeah.
And my link for the hat that I did was it was designed by someone named Jasmine St. Laurent, or Jasmine. This right here, yeah. And so St. Laurent, St. Lawrence, the St. Lawrence Seaway ends in the Lake Superior, and Lake Superior is right next to Minnesota.
I love it.
Yeah, so you
totally.
can get as silly and off the wall as you like with your link to Minnesota. Obviously, any patterns designed by a person from Minnesota would be, you wouldn't have to do too much work to link those.
Right. The thing with Minnesota in the name.
Yeah, or anything with Minneapolis or St. Paul or Twin Cities or anything like that in the name.
Duluth.
Or in the designer's name or whatever, yeah.
You got it. You guys are smart. You know what's up.
Yep. So, when you make something for this along, post it in the thread when you have finished it, or post it along the way as well. But
if you want to see pictures,
yeah, if you post your finished object, we are doing a drawing at the end of the month, end of May, and you will win a pattern of your choosing. Or what? I mean, you will not definitely win a pattern of your choosing, but you will have the chance to win a pattern of your choosing.
Yes, we'll be drawing. We'll take all the post numbers down. We'll put them in a really fancy hat.
Yep.
And pull out the number that wins the pattern.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a thread in the Ravelry group for that. So yeah, and there are lots of potential patterns in that thread. If you want to go peruse and see if there's anything that you are interested in, there's lots of ideas in that thread of what might be related to Minnesota somehow. So, yeah, I will show off my hat in a little bit. But I
want to see it.
Yeah, I've got this and another ball of this left over. So
make another hat.
Yeah, I feel like I need to do maybe matching fingerless mitts or something. That would be kind of cute.
Or like a cozy neck cozy thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think this is superwash. I can't remember, but that would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you got any ideas as to what you're going to make?
Yeah, I still really want to do the Gustav cowl, but I'm using the yarn that I had intended to use for it. I'll just show off the yarn. It's connected to a whip. Hazelnuts.
Yes.
That's what I was going to do the Gustav cowl with. But I have some other slightly thicker that I might just modify the pattern and just do a heavier weight one and give it to someone for a Christmas gift later in the year.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I can't say who because they might be watching.
Secrets. Super secret.
Yeah, my projects and stuff are going to get really lame around Christmas because I'm gonna be like, I'm not working on anything. I can tell you.
So you should start making your Christmas gifts now, and then by the time that we get to Christmas time, they'll have forgotten about it, and it'll be a surprise again.
That's brilliant. That's really good. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I need to make a note. Yeah, great idea. Okay, yes. Yes. Good plan. All right. On track now.
Let's see. Anything else about the along?
Nope.
Well, let's move on to whips. What are you working on?
Well, someone drugged me and convinced me that it would be a really fun thing to do these socks by...
It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I promise.
Right, well, the person who drugged me didn't realize they didn't have to drug me. They could have just said, hey, do you want to do this? And I would have been like, yes. It's Kait. Kait drugged me. No. Kait and I are working on Coexist by Claire Ellen, which,
exciting.
If you like socks or knitting or anything nerdy, like literally anything, join this along because it's awesome.
Wait. Don't show. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. If you are thinking of working on Coexist or are working on Coexist and don't want to see the other patterns, avert your eyeballs.
Hide your face.
Yes. Okay. And we will tell you when to look back. Okay?
Yeah. Listen to us. Yes, okay. So I started with the Firefly cuff, which I don't know if it's showing up really well. There we go. It's got this fun kind of squiggle.
Yeah, very cool.
Which reminds me kind of like of the tail of their ship.
Oh, neat.
That's what I was thinking about the other night when I was finishing the second cuff. I was like, it really does kind of look like the glow tail of the ship. But the name, Claire Ellen, names all of the different sections like a quote from the show or movie. So the quote for this one is, I call it Vera, which hurts my heart because it's Jane and I have the weirdest crush on him. I was kind of disappointed that it wasn't I think it's cunning, but it's fine. It's okay. Still Jane.
It's good enough for you.
So then I moved on and did one repeat, which is really hard to show off, of Narnia.
Oh, yeah.
It'll look nice when it's on my leg, but it's kind of lumpy. Little eyelet section.
Yeah. I wonder what that one's supposed to look like.
Snowflakes.
Oh, that makes sense.
I think. And I can see if you do several repeats of it, how it would look more flakish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I did 3 repeats of Lord of the Rings.
Which is so pretty.
I know.
So very pretty.
It's just so delicious. And this pattern, this mystery knit along, is free. And she did so much work for it, it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's 4 cuffs?
Mm-hmm. 4 cuffs and 4 legs.
4 legs, and I'm sure there's going to be at least 3 or 4 selections for each other component.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all free.
Yeah.
And they're like really worked out charts, all charted and really nice, easy to read.
Yep.
You're really awesome, Claire Ellen, if you're watching this.
And if you are at all into Lord of the Rings, go check out her other patterns.
Right.
Because they're amazing. Like her other, I think they're paid sock patterns. I'm not for sure.
Yeah.
This one's free, but I think her other ones are paid. They are just stunningly gorgeous socks.
They're art.
Yeah.
They're so beautiful.
And
so
she's done
cohesive.
Yeah. She's done one for lots of the main characters. Like there's Gandalf socks and Bilbo socks and Tom Bombadil socks and all kinds of different people. The Boromir socks are especially lovely.
Oh, Boromir.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like there's not like a Lord of the Rings like logo on the front or anything. It's just
right.
You know, they're just beautiful socks. So even if you're not into Lord of the Rings,
yeah, if you like beautiful socks or Lord of the Rings,
or both,
yes,
yeah,
especially.
So, I want to show off mine now because
I want to see. I want to see the poor people who are. Spoiler alert, hiding faces.
Still spoiler alert, still don't look. Okay?
You can just listen to us talk about it.
So I did the Star Trek cuff.
You know, this is gonna sound so weird, but it looks like transporter beams.
I was thinking it was the insignia, the emblem from the front of their uniform a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that upside down. Like if you flipped it.
Yeah. Wait, it goes point up, doesn't it? Pretty sure.
No, the point's down. It's like the V shape. Their insignia is like this.
Yeah. I thought it went the other way.
Whatever.
It's been a while since I've watched any.
Uh-oh.
And then I did the Harry Potter leg, which is going to need to be blocked because it's a little like derpy in the middle.
I love it though.
Yeah. I like it too. I think it came out pretty well.
Did you scooch it around so that it would match up with that cable?
No, it just did it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And we were slightly concerned. Okay, spoiler alert, people. There's no more visual.
Yeah.
No more visual. We're still going to talk about it though.
So plug your ears if you're going to be upset.
The Harry Potter chart. I was a little bit concerned because it was relatively diamond oval shaped and had a line bump thing on one end and looked perhaps like it might be taken slightly inappropriately.
Yeah.
So
we just have horrible minds.
I think that's probably what it is. But I didn't want to look at the sock and see that every time. So I didn't alter it mega. I just took off the top two and the bottom two rows so that it was less pointy and more of just like a squiggle.
Yeah.
So I think that's what you see is just a zigzag.
It looks totally fine. I think I'm going to do, for my second sock, because I was thinking I'd do them all the same, but there's so many fun charts. I just want to play with them all. So I think I'm actually going to do sock number 2 with the Harry Potter leg.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But with your chopping of rows.
Yeah.
Just so that I can make it the right number to match up with my other one.
Right. Yeah, that was the other reason I did it, was because for my second sock, I'm going to do Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. And the Lord of the Rings chart is shorter than the Harry Potter chart.
That's not good. Might need to cut that out. Me diving across the couch. We were playing Let's Eat a Handful of Thread from Swear.
That sounds... delicious.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Do you have any other works in progress?
I don't know. Does it count as a work in progress if you have one sock finished?
Yeah.
But I want to show off the finished sock for my
Okay.
finished object, so I'll just save it.
Okay, you can save it.
Yeah.
Um, I have worked on my Franken sweater a little bit. Not too much. Okay, not really even enough to mention. Just this many rows, which is like 3 or 4 rows.
It's worth mentioning. It's progress.
We won't talk about that one for too long. Kind of boring. The other thing is I was digging through my yarn stash for something. I don't remember what I was actually looking for, but I was looking for something specific, and I don't know if other people do this, but I sometimes like get bored of things and stop working on them and then just toss them into my yarn stash. I keep it in like Rubbermaid bins. I toss the half-finished thing into my yarn stash and then pile yarn on top of it and forget that it exists.
It's like a fossil.
Yeah, it is. Quite like that.
Fossil project. Totally.
So this was one of those things. And I've seen this while digging through my stash a million times. There's a plane.
I was gonna say.
I don't know if you can hear that.
Yeah, I can.
I've seen this a million times, but for some reason I picked it up and I looked at it and I was like, I really like these colors. I really like, why did I stop doing, I really like this. So this is, oh, and it's not going to pick up the colors very well at all, but it's like a lot of dusty pinks and rosy and brown and cream and
What is it?
It's all feltable wool. So I'm going to make a felted bag out of it.
Oh.
And this
Love
is a 1.5 feet wide at this point, I think. And so I feel like I'm gonna need to knit on it for like forever and ever and ever to get it to be long enough.
Yeah.
And then I want to do like, I don't want to just fold it in half and sew it together. I want to do sides so it has actual sides.
Mm-hmm.
And a strap and stuff. I don't know.
Cool.
But it's like, it's got Cascade Eco, some Lions brand fisherman wool, that's this creamy one, Noro, which is that one, and this is Noro as well, which you can tell because it's got like random bright red strips in it.
Totally Noro.
And this is some Malabrigo worsted that I had left over from something else, this brown one.
Love Malabrigo.
This one's Dream in Color Smooshy? I think that's the worsted weight one. Dream in Color something.
Smooshy.
And I don't know what some of these other ones are. Just that's Cascade 220. Yeah, some of these are mystery things. Like there's a single stripe of a really pretty gold in here that I no idea what that is. So yeah, I'm kind of enjoying working on that because it's small. I mean, even though it's all feltable wool, it's like not big enough to make me regret working on it on the couch. Right. It's hot.
Yes.
I think that's it.
Slim projects week.
Yeah. Well, I've finished 2 things, so I'm feeling pretty proud of myself.
Let's see. Let's see your finished
Is it my
pride.
turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, these socks, which I showed off one of them last week, but I do have 2 of them now.
Yay!
I would like I would like to do this again with modifications, I think.
Yeah? What did you learn about it?
Well, this, since I did the side stitches sort of on top of the heel stitches, the heel comes up a little too high, and so it wants to slip off the back of your foot.
Oh.
It doesn't. It just kind of
Sags
falls down, and then the heel gets a little, like, poochy.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I would do. I think I would do more stitches along the bottom first, and then I would rib all of the side stitches rather than just the top inch.
Okay.
I think that would help.
Yeah. It makes sense. Like, it sounds like it would.
Who knows whether it actually would, though. And I would do the toe shorter. Like, so that it would not come so far up your foot.
Oh. Well, next time.
Yep. Yeah, because these, like, I meant them to be slippers, not socks. And they came out pretty much like socks.
Oh, really?
Like, I don't know. So I would want the opening to be larger.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
More like ballet slippers than
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean.
yeah. Nobody else does, but
I got you. I got you. That's the only reason we do this podcast, so that we can reaffirm each other that we're crazy.
Yep. My other finished object is my Minnesota along hat.
Oh, I see. Cool things happening.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there's that.
Oh, it's sweet.
And I did random garter ridges, or purl ridges.
I love the color.
Yeah, I love this JoJo Land melody. The bottom is all purple.
Love it.
I did Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off, but I did it like this is majority is knitted with size 5 or 6. 6. This is with a 6. Yes, this is with a 6. The ribbing is with a 5, and then I bound off with like a 10.5 or something.
Oh my gosh!
So
it's really stretchy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Wow.
I'm not going to put it on because I have a hair lump on the back of my head that will not allow for hats.
Good looking hats.
So, this pattern was super easy. I would definitely say that anyone who's maybe looking to learn how short rows function, this is a good pattern for that. Cool. I don't like having to seam it.
You have to seam it?
Yeah.
Yuck.
It's knit flat, and then you seam up the side. And since I was doing the random garter ridges, that was fine. Like, it just looks like another one of the garter ridges. But if I hadn't been, like, that would be
a big lump.
Yeah. The original pattern was for all garter stitch, so it would be hidden in the original pattern as well.
Okay.
And then, but when you seam it, there's a little bit, like, okay, so my yarn stopped here, and then I sewed it down from here down. And so then there was this bit up at the top that was still open. And so I had to reattach yarn and do that part.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. So the construction was kind of funky, but I think that was partly me and not the pattern. Mm-hmm. Because I did it in a silly way. Like, she said to sew it up, and I decided to crochet it. I think that's what I did.
I don't know.
Yeah, I slip stitched it closed. So if you didn't do that, it would probably be better.
Yeah.
If you actually sewed it closed. Kitchenered it.
It looks cool.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's gonna go in my gift bin, like if I
Need gifts.
need a gift. Yeah, because it's really pretty. I like it a lot, but
Yeah.
I wear a lot of gray. I like gray. But I think I'm gonna try to make some mitts or maybe a cowl or something to match this because I have a ball and a half of that yarn left. So
Yeah. Totally.
yeah,
It'd be a nice prezi.
yeah, I think so. So I think that's all of my finished stuff.
I just kind of have a cheating finished object. I have one sock done.
Pretty.
From my everyday socks. And I tried out for the first time the Fish Lips Kiss heel, which looks really stupid when it's flat. Looks like a puppet. Like, it looks like it's supposed to be like this. Because it's really pointy, and I was super scared, but it stretches out and just totally hugs your heel.
Cool.
The right shape. It's really fun and really easy, and I love it.
Very good.
But yeah. I posted this one in the Yarnder Woman podcast, who we'll talk about her later.
Oh, yeah.
But she has a pop culture knit along going on. So it's like if the yarn or the pattern you're doing have pop culture references, you join the along. So I did these as part of that. This
Cool.
as part of that. So, yeah, I have a lot left.
It's so
Says
pretty.
Vice Paradigm Geraldo, which I'm not really sure what the name is referencing, but I dig it.
So pretty.
Yeah,
It's-
I don't think the camera's doing justice to
No.
how vivid it is.
Yeah, that blue is so bright, eye-catching blue.
Yeah, it's really in your face.
Right in your eyeball.
There. Yeah, so I'm really happy with how quickly, first of all, I got these done.
Yeah. You
And
did. You knocked those out in like 2 days or something, or 3
Yeah.
days.
Which is kind of crazy because I usually don't get that much time to really just like dedicate myself to one project.
Mm-hmm.
But I did, and it's just, I love the texture
So pretty.
and the swirliness. Yes.
Yeah. And that's not a self-striping yarn. It just pulled that way.
Yes, it did. And it's really cool because, I mean, it doesn't even break. Like, the gold starts here, and it just spirals all the way down the sock.
Cool.
Awesome. I did it intentionally. See if I can repeat it for the second one.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
I'm sure. It is pretty forgiving because it even came out still spiraling after the heel.
Yeah.
So,
Very cool.
I think it'll be fine. So yeah, it's Sockapalooza at Carolyn's house. Which,
Socks are
small
good
projects.
for summer, yeah, because you don't have to like lay it over top of you and be hot.
Yeah, small projects are kind of nice after finishing Briquette too.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm ready for things that I can finish in a couple days and be like, a thing!
I'm so excited. I'm proud of myself.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Oh, I forgot to mention that hat is called Sideways Sock Hat,
Oh,
I
okay.
think, by Jasmine St. Laurent. I forgot to mention the pattern name.
Yeah. We talked about her earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it for Whips and Foes?
Yeah. A slim week
Yeah,
here.
it is. I I felt like I got a lot of things, but I guess maybe I didn't.
You had more done than I did, which is probably because I was playing in the mud all day yesterday.
Were you planting your garden?
Yes, I have a gigantic garden because I had a sudden stroke of insanity, like a higher level of insanity that I'm normally functioning at. And I was like, yeah, the landlords here said I can plant a garden, so I'm going to plant about a half an acre. Yeah.
Is it seriously a half an acre?
Pretty much, yeah. It's close to it.
You're insane. You
Totally
are insane.
But to my defense, I have awesome help. Ernest is so good. No, I have really great help. My husband tilled up the whole thing with the tractor, which was a long story, but yeah, that went really well. And he's been helping me plant a little bit, even though he decided after one row, he's like, this is really boring. Like, that's why you, like, tell yourself stories while you're doing it. You talk to yourself. He's like...
Oh, she's actually insane.
Yeah, I think he had a little time to inspect his life choices later while I was still in the garden talking about carrots. But yeah, I haven't been able to plant today because it's been raining.
Oh.
That's okay, because I got a lot planted yesterday.
Good.
It's gonna be huge.
Holy cow. That's actually insane, I think.
But again, to my defense again, I grew up having my grandpa had a gigantic garden that was an acre, in addition to like an 2-acre sweet corn patch. So like, you know, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, childhood. I did this when I was a kid. It's huge.
Holy cow.
Yeah, but it's going to be great. We're going to have so many things if they grow. And if they don't, I'll just cry.
Then you've just made a lot of dirt.
Right. Yeah.
What all are you growing? What all are you planting?
What I've put in so far, I did a row of ornamental corn, so I have strawberry popcorn, which is super cute. It's little cobs like this big that are pink, which I've grown before. And then the next half of that same row is giant Indian corn, so the long, colorful ones. Mm-hmm. And then a row of onions from bulbs, a row of onions from seeds. So between those two, that's like 600 onions. So be prepared to get onions in your mailbox.
Okay.
A row of beets. A row of 2 kinds of cabbages.
Cool.
There's radishes on the end of the onions row. A row of salad, which was like spinach and 2 different lettuces.
Ooh. And
then that's it. The next row is going to be carrots. Which, it was gross yesterday. It was getting too hot, so I was like, go inside.
It's been kind of weirdly hot here, too. Because last week when we recorded, it was cold, and I was looking forward to having my second slipper done so that I could wear it and be warm. This week, today, is a high of upper 80s.
Yuck.
Yeah. And humid as all get out. So,
welcome to the Midwest.
Yeah.
Crazy weather.
It doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, oh, it's May now. I'm so excited. It's May now. I've got to get my weather butt in gear. But it didn't understand that all through April.
Right. Oh, well. Mother Nature. You're crazy.
Yeah. So, I'm looking forward to it cooling off a little bit.
Yeah.
Should we talk about our swappy swap?
Yeah, let's talk about that. So, because giveaway is winding down.
Yeah.
It's over. The giveaway's done. Let's not even joke about that. We wanted to do another fun event. So we discussed it and thought it would be really cool to have a thread in our group discussion board that is a swap thread. Kait and I both have some stuff in our stashes that we're going to be posting sometime throughout the week.
Yeah.
Stuff that we want to get rid of. And the swap thread, you can post supplies, so like needles, yarn, that
Books,
kind of stuff.
Magazines.
Yeah, then patterns, books, magazines, stuff like that. And it'll be buy, sell, trade. It's totally on you to like take care of your shipping and stuff. We're not organizing that. But, you post stuff you want to get rid of, things you think other people might like or actually get some use out of. And if people are interested, they'll contact you and you guys can work out buy, sell, trade arrangement.
Yep. So this can be like a PayPal thing or a swap yarn for yarn thing or however you want to do it.
Yeah, we really open for your interpretation of how you guys want to make it work. I think some of the yarn I'm going to post, I'm going to be looking for other yarn to swap.
Yeah.
Because yarn. But yeah, so I thought it would just be really fun to have like a group switchy swap of stash reduction.
Yeah.
Or stash enlargement, depending on how you use the swap board.
Yeah. So we will post a thread with all of the rules and stuff like that. I think
the boring stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think it'll work out if you post a thing with a picture of what you have that you're wanting to get rid of, and someone says, "I will trade you my thing for your thing." Then you guys go to a PM, private messages after that. And once your thing is claimed, edit your post in the thread and say this thing is no longer available.
Yep. And it'll be a members only board.
Yes.
So people just trolling Ravelry for yarn and stuff, they have to be part of the podcast group. So it's like a fun private club garage sale with all your friends.
Yeah. And so hopefully we can, since we are a fairly small podcast... Oh, that was an exciting noise. Since we're a fairly small podcast with fairly small group, we can sort of keep it between people that we sort of know and make friends and stuff.
Totally. You could somehow find a pen pal there and send each other yarn. I'm not telling you how to use it. Do what you want. Well, no. I am going to tell you how to use it. There's going to be rules.
Just a little bit of regulation.
Right. Like, please don't stalk people if you get their address. Yeah. Be respectful. No one likes to be stalked.
No.
And if they do, they'll be posting in the personals on Craigslist, not in a yarn forum.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
So, I mean, if you want to post, if you want to give somebody your P.O. box instead of your home address, that's totally fine, totally understandable.
Yeah. Safety first.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we are still internet strangers, so be safe. But, so more details coming. We'll post a thread probably later today.
Yep.
Today meaning Tuesday the 5th that we are recording. You are probably seeing this later on in the week.
Yeah.
Because this will not actually be live on YouTube until later tonight. Probably late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Because it seriously takes 6 to 8 hours to upload one
the
of
things
these
we
podcasts.
do for you.
Yeah. It takes up all of my internet for a while.
Yeah.
So our next segment. Oh, unless you have anything to add to the swappy swap.
Nope.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
It will be fun.
We promise. We're guaranteeing fun will be had.
Yes. I don't know if we want to put a guarantee on that, but...
Well, it's not our fault if people don't like fun. They think this isn't fun, but they're wrong because, okay, yeah. Anyways.
Carolyn is dictating your fun now.
I told you I'm a dictator in a previous episode. I said I was a mean dictator.
Oh, that's right, you did. Now you're just living up to your
I have
to.
to.
Name.
I have to. I said it. I can't make a liar of myself.
Our next segment is our favorite podcasts segment.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we talked about Sword of a Knitter, who is a Minnesotan. So if you want to look at any of his patterns for the Minnesota Along, check him out.
Yeah.
This week we're talking about an Australian lady.
Yarnder Woman. She is super cute. Her podcast is called Yarnder Woman Podcast. Her episodes are bi-weekly, so as she says, once a fortnight, which is so stinking cute. So every 2 weeks she records. Her podcast is really well organized, which I appreciate. She has like little segment placards that go up when she's starting a new section of her podcast.
Maybe we should try that.
Yeah, I don't want to make more work for you because you're doing all the editing.
It wouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, and it's cute. She has like, really interesting projects she talks about that she's working on. And she gets, because it's 2 weeks, she gets like a lot of stuff done, usually in the 2 weeks. So there's like a lot to see each time. She also, as you can guess by her name, Yarnder Woman, is really into superheroes. So she usually has something fun and superhero related that she talks about. And she likes brooches. So her first section of each show is talking about brooches, which is cute and makes me want to be obsessed with brooches because I'm so impressionable.
The last one I watched, she had a Batman and a pow or bam or whatever it was next to the Batman. It was really cute.
She has a lot of things going on in her group on Ravelry, which is just it's fun because she is really, really active in the discussions. She replies to almost everything everyone says, and there are lots of replies. Which is cool. So when I posted my Hermione sock, she was like, cool, it looks great. She just little simple things, but it's nice. She really engages her members. Lots of events going on. She gets sent a lot of items to review, so there's always interesting things she's discussing in that realm. And I just really think her accent's so cute.
And she's the one doing the pop culture thing, right?
Yeah, the pop culture along. And it's kind of cool because she has 2 ways you can win if you want to be in for the drawing. She has 2 threads. She has the FO thread and the chatter thread. And the chatter thread just posts whatever you want, whatever you're working on. And if you think you might not be able to finish by the end of May, still start working on something and join the chatter thread because she selects a post. She does a random number generator from the chatter thread as well for a smaller prize. So anyone who's active in the along in any way gets rewarded.
Cool.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
I thought. Yeah, so it's just fun to scroll through and see everybody's projects because there's some amazing things people are making.
Yeah, it's really neat to see other people's talent and in other people's interpretations of certain patterns. Yeah,
it's fun. And just other people's... Because, her guidelines are pretty loose. She's pop culture can be pretty much anything. So some people, are taking it certain ways and some people are taking it other ways. Most people are being pretty nerdy with it. I saw one pair of socks that was knit in a yarn colorway called Live Long and Prosper. I think it was Gnome Acres yarn. I'm not 100% sure though. And it's kind of like accidental striping, kind of like this.
Oh, cool.
But she knit like knee-high socks in Hermione's everyday sock patterning. They're so cool. Like, I want a pair because they're like this dusty blue and then stripes of navy and gold.
Oh, that sounds really pretty.
So Star Trek. Yeah.
That
Little
sounds very pretty.
tangential, but yeah, cool stuff. I love Yarnder Woman. Her podcast is fun. You should definitely watch it. Yes. Australia.
I think if that's all you have got, I think that's all that we have got.
That's it.
All right. Well, this has been a slightly shorter episode. I guess not. It's still 50 minutes.
Oh, cool.
It's not shorter. I don't know why I thought that.
Yeah.
It's been a slightly less crazy episode, so... Alright, so we are Chain 344. We are on Ravelry. We have a group. We are on Twitter, at Chain 344. We are on Facebook, under Chain 344.
No.
No
Instagram.
No Instagram. Yeah, I mean...
Whatever.
I feel like we ought to have one eventually, but it's just so many things to manage throughout the week. Like, Carolyn has to remind me to get on Twitter, so... Not sure how great I would be at following Instagram as well.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're at
So go check out those threads, the Minnesota Along and the Swap thread, which ought to be up by the time that this video is live, I would guess.
Yes. I think that's fairly safe to say.
What? I was gonna say something else.
Yeah, if you're a new watcher...
Oh, yes.
Thanks!
Yeah.
I hope you aren't scared away by my crazy face.
Yes, thank you. And thank you also especially to return viewers. We very much appreciate it.
You saw the crazy and you came back.
Yeah, if we are your brand of crazy, then...
That's right.
Hit subscribe on YouTube and you will be updated, I guess.
Alerted.
What?
Alerted the second the video goes up.
if you use that feature on YouTube. I think that's it.
Yep. That's all I got.
Ernest is over there talking to himself.
Yeah, he's talking to his owls. He's like spinning them around and going, da 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 da.
He's kept himself pretty entertained through this whole recording, so...
Which is impressive.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with him.
Good job, Ernest. Good job. He's looking at me like, what? Right.
Alright, so we will hopefully see you next week. Have a good week, and happy knitting.
Yeah!
Bye.
Bye!